Look at the hold on krake. Tell you one thing, Oblivion could learn a few things about getting a good hold like that again, couldn't it?
They certainly could. Hello and welcome back to Coast Towers. Today we're at Heide Park in Germany for our first time.
Yeah, another first time trip. We're hitting 2 parks this time, Heide Park, and then we're going to be hitting Phantasialand.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of days here, but only one today, filming, and then 2 days in Phantasialand, so we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, and as you saw there, that was krake, the drop tower.
Oh, Steven, so stupid.
But we're not heading there straight away.
No, we're going to start with the Transylvania area, and we're going to go on Flugdemonen. Sorry for butchering that, but Flight of the Demons for English.
Yeah, Sarah's going to handle most of the English translations of these. I always butcher things, you know this already, so please comment down below the proper pronunciations. But we'll give it our best try, because that's all you can do really. We're not trying to be offensive, but you need to give it your best try, but we're idiots.
Yeah, and we do like to know what the actual correct pronunciation is. It's really nice to learn from someone who actually knows what it is.
Yeah, so we're going to head over to Flugdemonen now, or Flight of the Demons, and we'll see what's like when it's over there.
Yeah, let's go.
Hopefully it's going to be awesome. Well, we just came off 2 rides of Flugdemonen and it was pretty damn awesome.
Yeah, that dive drop is brilliant. It's so forceful as well. And then you have like a airtime hill straight afterwards. So you come down this beautiful dive drop and then straight over an airtime hill. So you're just in the air. It's great.
Yeah, however, that is a massive improvement on the Swarm, which is saying a lot because I absolutely adore the Swarm. It was my favourite coaster at Thorpe until Hyperion, so...
And now it's your second favourite.
Now it's my second favourite. It's just that dive drop.
Yeah, Swarm is brilliant. I love all the head choppers and stuff. So, and I would probably still say for that element, Swarm is definitely better hands down. But for that dive drop, it is incredible, especially on the right side when you're going over the top. And then you just go down. It is great.
It is pretty strong. We've not got near the front of it yet, but we are going to be trying that later, but when I get other rides. But the actual ride experience itself, as you say, there's not many choppers in there. There's just one, essentially. After the airtime hill, you go under a very,
where
very
the
tight...
cameras are, yeah.
And it's a very tight chopper as well, and that's where the cameras are. And after that, you're basically flying through the air. There's no head choppers anywhere, leg choppers, really. Not that you notice, at least.
No, but it is very smooth, very forceful.
Very smooth, forceful.
Really, really good ride.
That got my stomach somewhat awful on that first dive drop. I was like, wow.
Yeah, and the force on it, just beautiful.
Beautiful. However, unlike Swarm, this ride has got a connecting dark ride called Damonen Gruft.
Or Demon's Crypt in English.
Yes, and naturally it explains the story, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. So this basically expands on the storyline, and it tells the story of a village being terrorized by demons. The villagers try to draw in visitors so that the demons will steal the souls of the visitors instead of theirs. And the story takes place in catacombs under the village from which the demons came. So in the queue line for Flugdemonen, you actually go through a weird sort of dark crypt catacomby type space, and it just leads perfectly into the dark ride. The dark ride leads perfectly into the roller coaster. So really good combination going on there.
It's a good combination. So we're going to go try it now. We're not sure if we can get footage of any of it because it's a dark ride.
Yep. But
we'll get some off YouTube, worst case scenario. But of course, we'll give you our thoughts immediately after.
Yeah, let's go. Well, we've just had 2 rides on Demonen Gruft. Demon's Crypt.
Demon's Crypt, yes. We had a front and back row on it to experience it differently. We thought we might as well because it actually broke down on the first. Well, not broke down, it stopped for 10, 15 seconds.
It stopped for a little bit. We were wondering if someone needed to get off the ride or whatever, but it didn't. It just added a more hilarious experience, to be fair.
Yeah, and we might talk about a few spoilers in there to describe the ride, so I'll put a timestamp on screen now so you can skip forward if you don't want to be spoiled. But it's obviously centered around the demon's crook.
Yes, as I mentioned before, obviously the whole point is that the demons have come from the catacombs underneath the village, and the villagers are setting up a catacombs tour so that the visitors' souls will be taken by the demons instead of them.
Yes, and as you go through, you get into a projector at first, after going through, and you see a human transforming into a demon.
Yes. He's basically all his skin and
falls
claws
off,
come off, yeah.
And it's pretty gruesome but cool at the same time.
Yeah.
Now, I only have one gripe of the ride, and that is when you go through there, you get some more projector screens where you see the demons coming out. That part is a bit, for me, the screens themselves are really grey, so it stands out against the darkness. So I was like, right, with OLED screens, that would look brilliant. It would look gorgeous.
Yeah, they just need to have darker screens, which is quite funny because in a lot of places you want brighter screens, but in here the ride is basically treated around darkness and eerie and the smells of the catacomb, and yeah, whereas they really do stand out like a sore thumb sometimes when you go in that dark room.
Yeah, they do, but the ride, as Sarah says, preys on your senses. It's trying to unnerve you. But after that, you go through another little projector, which is cool, where you see a demon eating.
Yeah, demon eating a human, which is lovely. And then you get a really, really bright flash in your face before you go into a really, very, very dark section, which is like really, really disorientating because obviously you've just been flashed with a bright light in your face, and then just straight into dark with like very creepy rattling and like sort of like ambient sounds, I guess you could call
can hear the demons in the background making a little clicking noise and stuff.
Yeah.
And again, the flash actually aids you here because the flash blinds you and makes you less able to see in the dark.
And you can hear your hearing is like heightened.
And it spins while you're going through that section
it's
as
really
well.
it spins as well, which is great.
And the rattling sound, one of it is actually some cages that come right in front of you, practical cages, which you can see more on the front. On the back, you can't really see them that well. You're really far away.
I see you kind of like on the back, you kind of saw them before they like showed themselves a little bit.
Yes,
whereas on the front, you kind of were just like going around in darkness, and then suddenly these cages were in front of you. You're like, oh, okay. That's like right there, and then there's like a demon that jumps out at you.
Yes, it's really cool. And you go through more like blood drenching areas, like veins in the walls.
Yeah, there's
skulls.
like a heart, and there's like just all you can hear is this big heart beating, going boom, 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 and then it kind of like quickens as you go around the corner.
And a scream.
And then there's like this big massive scream.
But that's where it broke down at first.
Yeah, it broke down there. So we were like, what is going on here? But yeah, when we were on the back for our second time, we actually got round the whole ride.
And then you get to the main event after that. You go back into darkness, and there's a gigantic demon head right before you go out.
Yeah, it sprays you with water.
Yeah, which is really cool because it flashes, sprays you with water if you're in the front.
Yeah, and if you're on the back, you just feel like intense heat. And you can see the face a lot better on the back than the front. The front, you just kind of get splashed with the water and you're like, whoa, disoriented.
Yeah, so each experience is different. So we've been on both now we understand the ride. Now, as you said before, when we were talking off camera, the Swarm could really do with something like this.
Oh, I think it would be brilliant. Like, you could have like a dark ride that's catered around like the aliens taking over. It'd be brilliant. And this is the Merlin Park, so like they know how to do it.
Yeah, it could simply be you're going through an evacuation, trying to get away from the Swarm, and then you actually get on the Swarm itself, and then you go through the entire roller coaster. It would work really well.
Yeah, we mentioned in our front to back, like front versus back video, like for Thorpe Park, that like Swarm Island is just themed like no other. I think a themed dark ride to the like sort of theme of the ride would just work so well, just like it does here. Like it just adds to it. It makes you more excited to go on the coaster, and then like when you go on the coaster, you're excited about seeing the dark ride, which is really cool.
You really are. But we've got a few things left in this Transylvania area. We've got a bobsled, we've got a drop tower, quite a big one, and we've got these SLC behind us, which is what we're going on next.
Toxic Garden.
Toxic Garden.
We love an SLC.
I've got bugs all over me. Toxic Garden. I mean, it's a Toxic Garden. Bugs are
right.
So let's see how this SLC is.
Let's go.
Little creepy bit of theme in there, horse and carriage, but we have just come off the SLC.
Yeah, it was horrible. As we expected it to be. Theming was great. Music was actually really quite cool. I like the music.
The music, the theming,
yeah,
great.
Really cool.
We got the front as well, pretty much.
Well, it was second row, and it was absolutely
Diabolical. Diabolical. We weren't going to wait for the front because there was like probably 5 trains. And they're all on single train today, it's worth noting. A few times have been up and down. Sometimes it'll say 5 minutes on any random coaster, you'll wait 20. Sometimes it'll say 45, you'll wait 20. It's really hard to figure it out.
Yeah, just because they've only got one train, because obviously it's a lot quieter today, so all the coasters seem to have one train. But, you know, we seem to be getting okay.
Yeah, although obviously we do want to test this horrific SLC and at the back before front versus back eventually, but...
He's going to test it. I am not going on that, probably ever again. Well, I might go on it just because, but... if we end up having to go on it tomorrow, probably not, because I've got a 4-hour drive.
Yeah, really
I'm
depends.
not going on that before a 4-hour drive.
It depends on how the day goes. We might go back on it today, but if we ain't got time, I'll sample it tomorrow just for that purpose of that. But yes, I'm not looking forward to it because it'll be even worse on the back most likely.
Yeah, like it's that, like when it goes up the lift hill and like holds you and you're on the front, like on the top of the lift hill, like before you go down, like that's quite cool. And then the drop's cool, but then everything after that is absolutely, it's just a massive track. It's like, yeah, I don't even know. It's the trains are just not good on those. You kind of have to like push your whole entire body weight into your restraint. So I'm gonna have massive bruises on my shoulders, and then try and keep your head straight in the middle of the restraints. Otherwise, you just get your ears boxed quite a lot.
Which happened to me.
Which happened to him. I managed to only get hit once in the ear. The rest of the time it'll just be shoulder bruises, I think, for that, because I managed to like just literally hold myself really tight in the middle, apart from one bit, and then you come into the brake run and it's so like, it just comes in really strong, doesn't it? And
there
brakes.
There it goes again. Those are screams of like pain and disfigurement, by the way, not terror.
Yeah, literally the whole way around he was like, ow, 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 pain, ow.
Yeah, it's worth noting as well, Infusion, yes, you can have good rides on that. We realised that last time. We finally realised you can get a good train or a good seat on it. This one, who knows, but so far it's given the initial Infusion treatment. But
yeah,
we're going on something else now for now. We're going to the bobsled.
Yeah, we're going on bobbin, which also translates as bobsled, so you know.
Yeah, and it's right near this, so I'm like, I'm at Blackpool Pleasure Beach right now. You know, you got a SLC, you got a bobsled. It's like, but either way, it looks pretty cool. So
yeah, it does. Looking forward to it.
And then we got a drop tower after that, and then we completed to Transylvania.
Yes, and then hopefully we'll be going to the Bay of Pirates. I'm not doing it in German. I'm really not.
Basically Quake.
But it's, yeah. No, Krake and Big Loop, they're all part of Bay of Pirates, so we'll be going there next.
I don't know why as well, but I keep saying Quake every now and again rather than Krake.
It's Krake.
I just can't help it.
Kraken.
Hey, I love the video.
Kraken.
I know, but I love the video game Quake and I get mixed up. I don't know. I can't help it. I'm a derpy sometimes.
Yep.
Well, let's get to the bobsled.
Yes, let's go. Steaks. Your steaks? Vampires.
Yeah, vampire steaks. Well, we are in the Transylvania section, aren't we? So it makes total sense. And we got a rat.
Gargoyle.
Juicy gargoyle. We've got a skull down here. And this guy is either a vampire or a vampire hunter.
Oh, he's got his 2 teeth prints.
He's definitely a vampire. Yeah, he's definitely a vampire. Now we've got a weird saw-esque torture device. It's basically a chair with nails and restraints, a ball and chain, and a random tree stump. And whatever this is, yeah. Even when you leave the bobsled, you still got more theming. It's just like theming the ride. Hello there. Well, we just came off Bobbin, the bobsled, and we were really surprised.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, you could call it Helix, the ride. There's so many helixes on that, but it was so good. Like, we really enjoyed that, because like, we're not... obviously you've got Avalanche at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, which is a good ride, but generally if there's like a massive queue I wouldn't wait because it's quite short, whereas that one just kept going for ages. Yeah,
and I mean, to be fair, just like Avalanche, there is theming in spades when you walk through this.
Yeah, the inside, like it's a beautiful like sort of like old style castle building, I guess you could call it.
It's like a mini Dracula's castle,
Yeah.
like a torture chambers and everything in there.
Yeah, and then the outside's just kind of,
Yeah, because there is like a dark segment in the ride here and there, and that would we were thinking like that could really benefit from like a vampire in there or something. It'd look even better. Just
yeah,
enhance
it would be quite cool just to add to it a little bit. But the ride itself was really good, so I enjoyed that.
Yeah, because we were saying to ourselves, it's one of those things where we wouldn't, as you said, wait a long time for Avalanche. We'd rather go an Icon. But this one, it just kept going.
Yeah,
it's
it just
Helix,
literally just
more.
kept going after and just kept going. It's so fun. Like
Never
you thought,
ends.
Yeah, you thought the ride was ending. It's like, oh wait, no, there's another one.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. But we've got one more to go yet. We've got Scream, the drop tower.
Yeah, we're going on that next, and then hopefully next area.
And here we have arrived at the best drop tower in the park. Look at the size of that thing. Scream. Actually, no, to be fair, that's Screamy. That is Scream. Over 330 foot tall. It's bigger than Parquet Warner. Bigger than an Enigma. This'll be interesting. And it spins.
Well, we just had our ride on Scream.
That was intense, and it was absolutely brilliant.
It was really good. Like, it's actually a lot higher than you think when you look at it on the ground. It actually looks not that tall, and then it's actually taller than you think.
Yeah,
It's
because
good.
we went on Enigma at Parquet Warner, which is like 311, 312 or something.
Yeah,
It's
I think it was
something
311.
feet tall, while this is 337, you say?
0.9.
0.9. 0.9 is very important. It's an
It
extra
is.
foot right there.
That's nearly 338.
But it's got like a bit of a different element with the spin.
Yeah, so it spins on the way up and then obviously locks into place when you get to the very top and then just randomly drops you at any point in time, so you can never quite tell when it's gonna go. And then it just goes. And it's so forceful as well.
Which is what you want in a drop tower. You don't want to know when it's going to happen necessarily. Like Detonator at Thorpe Park, it does the countdown. Now, obviously, the operators do vary it. Like sometimes they'll do it just on one, sometimes they'll do it afterwards. But when you don't know when it's coming, it builds a suspense.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a lot more thrilling when you don't know something's coming, which is great.
Yeah, and one thing we know is, again, no stomach drop, because I think we're used to these by now, by far, but...
You do get jelly legs afterwards.
You do.
Hilarious. Would it be like walking off and everyone looks like they've, you know,
It was
like the jelly binder curse from Harry Potter on the...
Essentially, yeah. It was like a pack of gazelles. Everyone was just coming off it. It's
like baby deer.
It was great. I mean, even we felt it a bit. It's like, our feet are a bit unsteady right now. I don't know if it's the adrenaline or the free fall itself.
It was
but
quite funny, I
it
would
was
say.
really good. So we definitely recommend that. We'll probably get some more rides on that tomorrow because we're going to get more rides in today on the park. And coming up next, we have...
We're going on Big Loop, so we're now onto the Bay of Pirates area.
with Krake, Big Loop, and more.
Yeah, the Intamin pirate ship as well.
And Krake has got like a bit of a relevance with your Alton Towers shirt on right now because it's got corkscrew trains.
It does.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, Big Loop, yeah, it does have corkscrew trains all the way from 2010 onwards. Corkscrew trains from Alton Towers.
So I never got on the original corkscrew,
I did.
but I can finally ride the trains.
But not the roller coaster.
Not the roller coaster, but the trains. Hey, it's something. It's part of it. So it's over there. We're gonna go get on it right now.
Well, we just had 2 rides on Big Loop and 1 ride on Krake.
Krake was brilliant. We'll start with Krake. Since we're here, we're at
Oh
Krake.
yeah, I was gonna say.
We're at Krake.
Yeah, Krake was great. We had a back row ride, flawless dive coaster, Germany's first. Also
Yeah.
great.
Didn't expect it to be flawless. That was a surprise for me, but
I did,
I
I
always
knew
appreciate
that.
that. Yeah, it's an extra element. The hold again, Oblivion, and Alton Towers could learn something from bringing that hold back. We need a hold like that.
Oh yeah, and also the extra elements as well, like the Immelman there
Oh yeah,
is just brilliant. And Splashdown was so good.
it was, and you get
Actually
airtime.
see it, yeah.
Airtime. You get
Yeah.
out your seat constantly.
There was like 3 times where you were just like out of your seat completely. It was great.
Yeah, we need to try again front row tomorrow because we want to just chill out and take our time with this. So we'll try front row tomorrow. But
Yeah, we're running out of time, so we're going to be doing some more filming tomorrow.
yeah, as per.
As per-
However, the Big Loop, was also good.
The bug loop was good. So we had a front row and a back row. And yeah, both of them were really good. It was quite funny because when we went on the back row first, the restraints were like really loose and I was like, why are they so loose? But then whenever you go through like the first loop, it basically locks itself. It's like really tight. It was just quite funny. And then because we thought the ride was over, and then I had like a little like dip bit where the camera is, it just like whacked me jaw. It was quite ridiculous.
Yeah, and I smacked my mouth and I was trying to talk to you at some point. Yeah. But
the second time we knew exactly what was happening, so it was fine.
It was. Speaking of, we've got a train coming up for all you train fans right there.
That's the Heide Park Express.
The Heide Park Express. However, when it comes to the big loop, the loops are great. The first drop, especially at the back, gives you such a stomach drop. I got a double stomach drop on that. That was intense.
Yeah, those were really good. And they're really quite smooth, actually. Some of the other bits, not so smooth.
No, the corkscrew was brutal. They were like rough.
Yeah, like the corkscrews before the end that were
really rough.
They were good.
But still a really good coaster. Even though the trains are really old, it was still a good coaster.
Yeah, no, we had a good time. It was good.
And of course, we are not going on the Heide Park Express, as you can see it's parked up. We are going to try and find a pirate boat.
Yeah, Bounty.
Bounty.
We might as well finish this area off because there's only just a few like tow boats and like sort of flat rides like that, which we're not too bothered about because obviously we're trying to prioritize most of the things that we want to get on, of course. Sorry, moving out of the way.
Filming, the horrors of filming.
Yeah, so there's just like a few other rides in this area that we're not that bothered about. And then we'll hopefully be going to Land of the Forgotten. And no, I'm not pronouncing the German. He likes to butcher those.
I can't remember the German of it, but I can see krake about to go down. Again, look at that majestic, I mean majestic hold. It's just brilliant. It's just absolutely brilliant. It's a brilliant coaster, straight for the Immelmann. It's like, oh yeah.
The splashdown as well.
Beautiful dive coaster. But yes, we're just going to go find a pirate boat and then on to the next area.
Yeah, Land of the Forgotten, which is Colossus. Not Colossus at Thorpe Park.
Colossus, Colossus, either way.
There's no ass in there.
There could be. Let's get going. This is a pretty gorgeous area. Splash battle's down there.
I don't think it's open today.
I don't think it's open though, but we're trying to find a pirate ship. It's around here somewhere, it has to be.
I think it's still around.
Somewhere, somehow, we will find the pirate ship, the Bounty.
If it's on.
If it's on, it might not be on. Although one thing I will say is even the toilets are themed. There's a toilet sign and it's themed. It's got a dude or a dudette just pooping on the toilet or peeing. Either way, I find that just hilarious. The entire park is just themed brilliantly. Oh no, I think we found a pirate boat. It's kind of sunk. It's dead. Unless this is not the one. My poor Bounty. We're still trying to find the pirate ship, but we've got some of these waffles. Popcorn waffle, and Sarah got a fruity.
I'm already eating mine.
You're demolishing yours. There's wasps everywhere. It's like Heide Park is like the wasp show. It's everywhere. Look at them. Get off my waffle. They're everywhere. Sarah's just laughing at the fact that I've got suspicious white fluids from the waffle all over me.
I literally can't take it anywhere.
It's not that bad. Doesn't
messy puff.
It looks fine. Anyway, to the Bounty. We found it! We can get on it! It's working! Hello.
Well, we've just come off Bounty. That was a really long cycle.
It was. That was unexpected. It's like Alton Towers. Blade, you get about 3 or 4 at peak height swings. There you got like 10, 20, I don't know.
Yeah, it literally just kept on going.
I mean, the show's like it's about to start, but we are heading to the Zamperla Giant Sky Chaser.
Yes, which is called Hiccup Sky Striker or something in English. For the actual name of the ride, not the actual type.
Yeah, because you think it looks pretty cool because you got to lay down like kind of like a hero.
Yeah, it's a family flat ride, but you know, I like to try these things. We've never been on one like this, so it's good to try it out. And of course, Heide Park wouldn't be complete without its family areas.
Yep, we aren't going on these rides naturally, but it's How to Train Your Dragon area. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's quite a few flat rides in this area. We're only going on the Sky Chaser, obviously, because that's more family flat ride. These are more junior flat rides, but they still look quite fun.
They do. I mean, for a younger kid, it's not too bad.
Yeah, and we've been on these types of rides before, which is why we're not going on it.
Stairs, my enemy, my eternal enemy. Hi. Yes. I mean, you said it was like Hero.
I did.
That is Hero. Yeah.
See?
That is essentially Hero right here. Well, we just came off that flying carpet thingamajig and it was a tiny bit painful.
You're calling it a thingamajiggy now?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, no, I actually quite enjoyed it. It was quite funny. It is very weird feeling lying like that. Obviously, if you're a young lady and you have a chest quite painful at times.
Or pectorals.
Yeah, all pectorals. So yeah, but it was actually quite fun.
It was. It gives us a small preview for Hero. Same type of basically restraints. However, we're on our way to Ghostbusters 5D because it seems like a little bit of fun interactive dark ride. On the way to Ghostbusters, you get this area called Lucky Land. It's like a little western area. And you get a little coaster here too.
I think it's because this is part of the Exploria area, so
it
you
is.
get like loads of little different types in it.
I like that theming though. You get 2 horses, a wagon, cowboy. In all fairness, I think this cowboy area, western area, is more like accurate than the Drayton Manor, to be quite honest. Drayton Manor is good, but this feels like you're in a western area. We found it! Ghostbusters 5D. And look, you've got Ecto down here. You've got Ecto! Look at this beauty. Now, I've been at Comic Cons and everything. We've got Ecto. Beautiful.
Hallo Heide, wir sprechen Ghostbusters International New York City. Rekrute, was für ein Glück, dass ihr alle da seid. Wir brauchen euch für die Geisterjagd. Uns bleibt nicht mehr viel Zeit.
Wir werden mit jeweils 8 Personen in einem unserer Ecto-X-Fahrzeuge durch die Lage anfahren. Das hier ist der Proton-X-Press. Der neueste Geisterjäger. Im Prinzip ist es ganz einfach. Ihr merkt euch eure Farbe, zielt auf den Geist und schießt.
Well, we had our ride on Ghostbusters 5D.
It was pretty cool in there, like the train itself rotates around and gets smacked around by what's happening on screen. However, we do definitely need to go on it again tomorrow because my gun was busted, so I stopped shooting halfway through. I just didn't see a point.
Yeah, he did. I was like, what are you doing? Why are you not shooting?
My laser.
My gun was okay. It was kind of like you had to like aim a little bit over to where it actually was on the screen, so it kind of like made it a bit funky with like the well, whatever you call it, 4D, 3D glasses?
5D,
5D glasses?
Well, the 3D glasses in a 5D environment.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like that made it a bit confusing, but it was really good fun. I liked the screen.
It was. Meanwhile, my plasma jet was literally going 3 feet to the left at times, and I was like, I'd probably enjoy it more watching it than I would playing at the moment. So I was like, we'll have a rematch tomorrow probably and get a good score.
Because I won, so
yeah, by default.
I think I got like double your score because you just stopped.
I was like, there's no point. It's like I'm getting confused shooting things. I was like, just leave it. But behind us, of course, is Colossus. As you can see, the big boy right there. We did get 2 rides on it just now. We came literally 2 minutes before closing.
Literally sprinted from Ghostbusters 5D to get here for the end of the queue because they close the waiting queues at 5 PM, but the actual part doesn't close until 6.
Yeah, so we thought we're gonna try and run for it. We can't film anything right now for it, but we just wanted to see if we could get on it because it's a woody, they're warm at the end of the day, they can be really awesome at that point. But we aren't giving our full opinions or thoughts on it just yet. We'll do it later on in the vlog because we only got the same seat twice because essentially they sent it out because there was a few people left. Everyone stayed on the train, so we were like, we're not moving, let's sit here. We can't understand anything, we'll sit here. And we got a second ride.
Yeah, which is really cool. Two lap special, which is brilliant.
And that's what should happen in more Merlin parks or parks around the world, really. If you're going to have to send another train out and there's only a few people left, you might as well let people stay in their seats that they're not queuing for.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's a better ride, more weight on the train. It just doesn't make no sense. If they want to do another ride, let them stay on and then fill the seats that people are waiting for. Simple as that. Yeah,
so we want to get on it tomorrow. Well, it'll be today for you guys, tomorrow for us.
Yeah, it'll be just later on we give the opinions in this vlog. And we got Desert Quest as well, I believe it's called, or Desert
Race.
Desert Race. I think it was one of those.
Which is the Rita close. It'll be interesting to see how that compares to
see if it's better than Rita. But yeah, and then we've got plenty of other little flat rides, a Ghostbusters rematch, and, you know, rest of the stuff.
Yeah, and re-rides for us.
Yeah, and then the opinion on this big boy.
Yeah, should be good.
Yeah, but you'll see all that in a second. And we're back. Look at that exposure. Desert Race has just flown off. But we're waiting for Ghostbusters the ride to open for the Battle of the Interactive Dark Rides, the German scene, because we've got one at Phantasialand as well.
Yeah, Maus or Chocolat, which is chocolate mouse.
So hopefully we both get working guns this time, and then we can actually work with that and actually see who gets
We
it.
have had a bit of a disaster with these, because we went to Chessington and I had a dodgy gun, so...
We have, so for now, we're going to go on Desert Race while we wait for Ghostbusters, as it's just coming back into the station.
And it's 10-minute queue.
Yeah, the Rita clone, as people say, so...
But it looks like a different layout, so I'm looking forward to this.
It does, it looks great. Just look at that. Big helicopter on there, and you get a little rally next to it. It's probably an upcharge, but there's like second rally track in here, but there it is. Let's go see what it's like.
And here's Steve attempting this insanely tall slide. Ow. And as you can hear, it sounds quite painful.
I've got stuck. I got stuck.
And now he's got stuck in the... There we go.
That is not designed for people of our size.
Oh.
I got stuck like there. We've just come off Ghostbusters 5D for the second time. The scores, as you might see, were roughly almost the same, but we got to disregard it again because you had the problem this time.
Yeah, so the gun kind of goes to the side slightly, so the aiming is not very good.
It's
on
what
that
we
run.
mentioned earlier on in the vlog. The guns sometimes are always a bit off, but I had a bad one earlier in the yesterday vlog. Not yesterday vlog.
Today's vlog, but our day one.
Yeah.
This is our day two.
It's
obviously.
confusing this sometimes. So for you, previously it was like that. Now Sarah got the same situation where her gun was 5 feet off. So it's
yeah,
kind of
they still we still managed to shoot quite a bit. I think you were on 45. I think I was on 42. It just kept going. We had a full train this time, so yesterday we were literally the only 2 in the back, and then there was maybe 2 in the front, whereas
there's less plasma
today
streams.
There was 8 of us, and all streams, and
you were crossing streams. You're not supposed to do that.
He was green, I was pink, and my pink one was literally about 3 meters to the right of me, and you had to keep pointing over there to get over here, and it was ridiculous.
Which basically meant the German leg of the interactive dark ride tournament is going to be just on chocolate.
Yeah,
essentially at this point.
chocolate. Yeah, we'll see how that one goes. Hopefully the aiming system is slightly better on that one, but it was really good fun. I enjoyed that ride, even with the scores not being great.
Yeah, I'll say you can just sit there and watch it, and you can have just as much fun. However, now we're going on the rapids.
Yeah, mountain rafting. So hopefully we don't get that wet.
Good old Intamin Rapids. It looks pretty good. There's literally a giant mountain. That's only part of what you can see. The other half is near Desert Race. And it is a pretty chunky bit of theming for this ride, I've got to say.
we had our ride on the rapids and decided to then go on the little Mack Rides powered coaster.
Yeah, the steel powered coaster.
Yeah.
The rapids are good. I mean, the waterfalls are immense, way more than Alton Towers
they're
waterfalls.
crazy waterfalls, and they have 2 different ones, and they're on both sides twice. Yeah, so it's crazy.
They're pretty intense, but recommend them. They are fun. A bit longer too, it feels like.
Yeah,
but
it did go on for a while.
your wetness will vary. The boats were soaking. We didn't get too wet. You had a poncho, thankfully, so it protected you.
Yeah, I did. I would have, if I hadn't have had the poncho, I would have been soaking because
Yeah.
like I was going backwards like through the front section, and there was like a lot of splashes coming in my side of the boat, unfortunately, or unfortunately, depending on how wet you want to get, you know.
And this steel powered coaster is also pretty fun. It's got it's called Grotto or something, isn't it?
Grottenblitz.
Grottenblitz.
Sorry about the pronunciation if it's wrong.
Apologies as always. But that probably explains a little theming inside. It's like a dark area when you go in after the helix, and in there
it's
you
got
get
little horses and a big tree.
Yeah, it's in the dark, but you can just about make it out. I mean,
Yeah.
a bit of lights in there'd help. But it's better than the bobbin, because the bobbin had no theming in the dark areas.
Yeah, we said it would be quite good if it did, and this one did in the middle, so it's really quite cute. I liked it.
Yeah, it's something, it works, and it's got a cute theming all throughout the area pretty much. It is like a little grotto, so it's pretty cool. And you get 2 laps.
You do, and instead of like obviously Mine Train at Alton Towers where it slows down to go through the station to go for the second run, it just keeps powering through.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit faster.
So it's
but
a chill ride. It's got a helix. Nice helix in there. That's about it. But it's just a chill
Well, a
mine
couple
train.
of helixes,
Yeah, a couple of helixes.
It's just a little mine train.
She
but
goes there
it's
now.
cute.
So now we are heading to the final ride we want to hit.
Yeah, so we're going on Colossus again. Obviously, we did mention it yesterday, but we want to try a few different, positions on the trains and see how it goes.
Yeah, we need to give our proper opinion of it. You can't just ride one position and be like, yeah, this is this.
Yeah, and it was just
So-
a quick one at the end of the day. We just managed to get 2 rides at the same time, like straight after each other.
Well, now we're going to get a few rides in different rows, hopefully, and give you our opinions.
Yeah, so let's go. Well, we just had a front row ride on Colossus.
Which was quite the surprise. We thought the back rows would have been the best by far because that drop is so insane on it. We told you we'd talk about this later on.
And the airtime.
And the airtime. It's got airtime, everything else. The back, I got a double stomach drop, which I never thought was possible on the coaster. It was insane. However,
The front is amazing, which is quite funny coming from us as a wooden coaster, because as you know, if you've seen our other front versus back Alton Towers and our Emerald Park vlog, generally we usually say the back is better on a wooden coaster.
we do, but
But we have to eat our words. Colossus is incredible on the front.
way better. It's like there's no reason you'd ride it on the back anymore, unless you want to get one drop.
The drop is
Yeah.
actually really good on the back, but it's actually really good on the front, and the airtime is incredible on the front. I never even thought you could get airtime on the
No.
front of a wooden coaster, but wow, your butt is off the seat the entire time. It's
I'm
brilliant.
not sure if it's just because it's mostly airtime hills. That's maybe they work better on the front on this specific style of coaster. But the back, don't get us wrong, you do get your butt off
It
the
is
seat.
a really good
You get your
ride
butt
on
off the
the
seat
back,
still,
yeah.
but it's nowhere near like the. To try and explain a difference on the back, your butt came off. You could feel your butt lifting off the seat. On the front, you could feel your body being held on by the lap bar.
By the restraints. It's a bit like how you are on an RMC.
You were literally getting like pulled into the lap bar constantly. Like the first one, we just looked at each other and were like, what the hell is going on here? This is-
It was so good. Yeah, we were both so shocked by it because it's like you just wouldn't expect. Well, we certainly weren't expecting it, but yeah, wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, so you might not get the like intense drop feeling, but you still get a great drop view. And personally, for the amount of airtime you do get on that, I would trade the airtime for that back drop. To be fair, that front is just amazing.
Yeah,
It's just stellar.
the airtime, amazing.
Yeah.
Can't say anything, but that coaster, airtime machine.
And you get a front row view of going into the Colossus, so you know.
Yeah, and you get that, perfect view of going into the giant's mouth. So, and the heat from that fire. Wow.
It's even more intense on the front, so you get all of them all together. But that will be it for our Heide Park vlog, because we are going to enjoy the last few hours in here without actually vlogging, and then we're going to move on to Phantasialand.
Which we can't wait for. Bucket list park, can't wait.
Big bucket list park. No
Yeah.
doubt it'll be the same thing. We'll probably have to film some on day 1, then some on day 2. But
Probably.
hey.
We always end up like going, oh, we'll get a few rides here and there on each one, and then we end up like spending way too long. Or sometimes it's queues, and sometimes it's just things you can't really. Yeah, you know, this happens with things. You have to change it up a little bit, but you know.
You do, but thankfully the queues here have been good. It's just obviously single train service on most things, just due to the fact that they know they're not going to be busy, so they're like, why not? One train.
One train's
But
fine.
you still get quite a few rides in. In fact, I do have to go back on Toxic Waste sometime today by myself and get
I'm not going on
brutalised.
that. I've got a 4-hour drive. I am
no.
not having a raving head. Also, my shoulders are killing me from yesterday on that horrendousness ride, and yeah, they're very painful. The bruises haven't showed yet, but I know that they're coming because wow, the pain.
The pain is
the
there.
pain is there on both sides.
Ploof, we got a ploof there, but with that being said, be like a barra.
And keep coasting.
Bye, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out the Phantasialand vlog.
Bye.